Hi, I'm Johan from Berlin. I help companies architect Salesforce to achieve their business goals. Today, we will talk about how to achieve success through constant improvement by using the Salesforce platform. This is a talk about why Fred and I, as business analysts, as Salesforce architects, as admins, like the platform and what we do day by day to help our customers, our users, to achieve success. I have been on the platform for about 8 years. The last 5 years before my current sabbatical, I stayed with Audi Bene. We built a great company together. And before that, I was at USL, now Salesforce. And Fred has been on the platform for 2 years now. He's already a Trailhead Ranger. Congratulations there. Already 3 times certified. And will present the live demo today. There is a status quo in our world. The status quo, I mean, we all see it, we all feel it every day, but the status quo is not so much different than the status quo a year ago, besides the stay at home and this situation, but there is something which fundamentally changed over the last 10, 15 years. I want to share that with you. And then Salesforce will tell you, and we all will tell you, this status quo can be helped by Salesforce, but Salesforce also has dark sides. This is something we don't want to keep silent. We want to share the dark sides. You have to be aware of them. But if you are fine with the dark sides, there is something why I think, why Fred think, why we like it, why Salesforce is just an amazing platform to work with. And then to bring home that point, we will do a live demo based on real life business example and afterwards a short summary. I hope you will stay with us and have fun. You thought that Corona is coming up. No, the status quo a year ago was the same as today. Customers are demanding. Can you remember a couple of years ago when Amazon introduced 2-day shipping? This was quite a revolution. Today, this is standard. Just the other day, I ordered something which had 3 to 5 days shipping. I was close to canceling the order because, I don't know, I can't wait for that for the 3 days. And furthermore, customers are demanding that you are friendly, fast, that you react, that you are specific to their needs. The times of unfriendly, especially we are Germans, we know very unfriendly salespeople are over. You have to bring value. And because you compete globally. There was a time when the shop down the street competed with the other shop right next to it. Then there came the time when the shops within the city competed with each other. Then there was the time when local mail order shippers competed with each other or countrywide. Then a couple of years ago, since e-commerce, we had these European companies which competed with each other. And just the other day, I ordered something accidentally in China. I didn't even notice it until I noticed that the shipping time was 2 weeks. You today compete globally. I, as a Salesforce professional, compete globally with every other Salesforce professional out there. And this is something which you have to be aware of. And this is also a zeitgeist you have to adopt. Loyalty, brand loyalty especially. Yes, some brands like Apple have loyal followers, but not because of the brand, but because they are constantly adopting to the zeitgeist. They are constantly competing with everybody globally. They're constantly helping to make these demanding customers happy. And now everybody will tell you, okay, get Salesforce as a technology, you're done. This is not true. You have to commit yourself long-term. You have to commit resources, money, time, dedication. Please, if you don't do that, if you don't want to commit to a CRM project, which is as much of a change management project, which is as much of a process management project as it is a technology project, think twice about it. You need business operations people, you need BI people, you need C-level involvement, you need your management to be behind of that. It's a long-term commitment. And it will cost you. Salesforce resources, as Salesforce licenses are not cheap. It's not the cheapest solution on the market. Salesforce resources, the admins, the developers, the project managers, the QA people are not cheap. Salesforce add-on products are not cheap. And what also costs you, it's constant change. One of the advantages of having on-prem systems like SAP or Microsoft Dynamics is you don't have to change. You install it once and that's it. You keep it like that on the servers, no updates, nothing. Nobody to train, nothing to optimize. This is not Salesforce. Salesforce takes you along for the ride. Every 4 months, you get an update. You can't stop it. Just a couple of years ago, we got Lightning. We had to adopt. Every release, we get about 800, 900 pages. So every 4 months of new features. We don't have to use all of them. But at some point, we have to adopt to them. And this is something, yes, you have to commit long-term, that you have to pay, and that you have to constantly change and improve. But you can be sure it works. The price is a premium, but it comes with a premium, which is it works, like always. In the last 8 years on the platform, there was maybe 2 or 3 bugs which I firsthand encountered. There was the permission gate last year. I think we will talk about that for the next 10 years. Other than that, you do something, if you can click it, it will work. If you have a bug, it's usually our issue, my problem as an admin, as a developer. Very seldom Salesforce. It has a high quality resources, not just the code, but documentation, trainings, Trailhead. Also people like Salesforce professionals, most of them take very high pride in their work and constantly improve and study. Ask the next Salesforce admin what he learned this week or even today, and they always can answer you something new they just learned, something they got better with. So this together accumulates in high quality resources. And lastly, the community. This is people like you and me. Salesforce has a huge community which likes to help each other, which goes out of their way to help and solve each other's problems, to make each other feel happy, to make each other feel welcome. There's local user group meetings. There is user-led community events. There is podcasts, videos, blogs, Twitter, LinkedIn. There's random study groups all over the world. It's a very welcoming, open community, which you can leverage to your advantage. You are never alone. No matter how easy or hard the question is, you will always find somebody who is willing to help you out to solve that question. Sounds all amazing, doesn't it? And this is why I like to work. But there's something else I like to work with. I studied business. I like business problems. It's kind of a nice challenge for me. And almost every day, I have a problem to solve. Because nobody calls a Salesforce professional because everything is fine. We always are asked to solve a problem. Right now, today, it can be our head of sales who comes up and says, our sales process is stale. We haven't changed it for years. It was a great sales process, but it just doesn't cut it anymore. We have constantly been losing market share, slowly but steadily. We have constantly been losing profit margins, revenue. We have to do something. And especially today, in our time, we have to do something fast. Times of 3, 6, 9 months projects are over. We come up with an idea today, we implement it tomorrow, we test it on Friday. This is the rhythm. On Monday, we decide if we should go forward or not. So coming back, we have been losing market share because our sales process is stale. After a day or 2 of design sprints, of brainstorming, of gathering ideas, head of sales came up with a couple of requirements we should implement by today. And you know what? We will do that. Fred will even implement that in the next 5 minutes. The requirement is straightforward, but this is one of the secrets I want to share with you. We want to share with you. Usually, it's not the big improvements. It's not the golden bullet which will save your company. It's constant improvement, day by day, every day, a little bit. And this is what we Salesforce professionals usually do. Most of us don't work on big projects. Most of us solve one ticket after another. And this one is account executives should make video calls with pilot customers. Team leads decide who is a pilot customer, need an easy way to do that. And team leads, of course, need to track who actually does these video calls. So what Fred will show us today, that we have a checkbox on the account to determine who is a pilot customer, how to automate the task creation via Process Builder, and how the list views can be used by team leads to flag our pilot customers. So Fred, can you please show us your amazing implementation, your demo?
Yeah, thanks for handing over, Johan. And I would say let's start immediately with our fun part here. This should illustrate how easy and fast it is really to make little adjustments, but the little adjustments helps a lot at the end. So we start here with our standard account list view, as you can see. And first of all, we will change to our custom one here, to our top demo Salesforce customers. And these are our pilots one, yeah. So, and as you can see, it's a standard custom list view. And from here, we would like to see a checkbox where we can mark the account as pilot customers. So the first thing we would do, we will jump into the object manager to create that new field. So I did this already in advanced. Yeah, so you can see here I'm in the object manager for account, I'm in the field and relationship section. And you can see here my checkbox field, which is called pilot customers. Yeah, when we switch back to our list view, then we will head over to the little gear icon here in the top right. Click select fields to display. And we will look on the left side in the column, where is our newly created checkbox field. Yeah, we'll look here. So there's our pilot customers, shifted to the right, and I would like to see it before the phone number of the customer. Then we click save. It's refreshes, and you can see here is our indicator whether or not this customer is a pilot one. So now comes the little secret sauce here, the automatism in the background, and we would go to the process builder. So this is prepared as well in another tab here. So this is very basic, very rudimentary. Yeah, you have process builder, which is starts when a record is created or edited on the object account. As the criteria, we have the pilot customer checkbox, the field we have created, equals true, so it is checked. And then a task should be triggered, and this task should be associated to the account. So as you might see, there are a few fields already filled in here, but 2 are missing. So what we are doing here, you see that the due date is a formula, which means it's from today, 3 days in the future. Then the task is has to be completed. The assigned to ID is the account owner, so who is responsible for it. The priority is high, of course, because we have a new process in place, and we have a status which is not started. So let's add quickly 2 fields here. So first of all, we would like to give the child a name. So we will click add a new row, and then we are looking for the subject. And we leave it as a string, and we name it video call. Then we would like to see another field here, which is the association to the actual account. What that means, you will see later. So we'll click add row again, and we are looking for the related to ID. Choose field reference. and look again for ID. And we choose the account ID. Click choose. Click save. And click activate. And of course we will confirm. And that's it. We're all done. And let's head back to our list view. So quickly reload the page for any purposes. And we will test it right away from the list view. Yeah? So we take the N26 bank here, for example, and tick the checkbox, hit enter, and click save here. Great. So let's check back the account, whether we can see the task or not. And voila, on the right side, you can see there's the video call task. We have the high priority flag, and you can see that the due date is 3 days in the future. So thanks for your attention, and I will hand back to Johan.
Thanks, Fred. This was an amazing presentation. Most of you will be actually wondering, why did we show something that simple, that basic, something every admin can do, should be able to do after a couple of weeks of training. Most business users can even do. We chose to show that because this is what the majority of our tasks actually consists of. Seldom we build the most innovative solution. Seldom we use Einstein Analytics, AI, integrations, back and forth, Heroku Connect, Salesforce Connect, SSO, SAML. Hey, these are all great projects. I love to do them. Voice control, don't get me. But most of the time, most of our tickets are super small, easy to use implementations of if this, then that. Because for the user, for our business use, this is what creates huge value. What we just showed you can change the fate of the company. And I think coming back to the slide at the beginning, this is what determines success. My last 8 to 10 years in different startups is success comes through constant improvement. And with that, I want to conclude our presentation. I'm looking forward to your comments on the video. Please feel free to hit us up on LinkedIn and on Twitter. We are looking forward to your feedback. And thanks, Fred, again for the great presentation and taking your time. See you.